Very good morning, students. This is Jay Vishahan. Today I am going to take a new unit, which is Unit 4, Dynamics of Particle. Dynamics of Particles. I taught you the definition of dynamics in the Unit 1. So dynamic is nothing but a branch of mechanics which deals with the study of the body when the body is in motion. That is dynamics, right? So dynamics is further classified into two. The first one is kinematics. The second one is kinetics. Kinematic is nothing but is a study of the motion of the body without considering the force is kinematics. Kinetic is nothing but is a study of motion of the body with considering the force. As far as this unit is concerned, we are going to see more of kinematics and kinetic problem. So kinematics, I explained the definition of kinematics, right? So motion. So it mainly dynamics is motion. So types of motion. What is the meaning of motion, by the way? Is a particle. A particle is said to be motion if changes its position from with respect to the reference point is motion. So there are three types of motion, majorly three types of motion. The first one is rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion, curvilinear motion, and projectile. Rectilinear is nothing but when a particle moves along the straight line. When a particle moves on the straight line. So particle is moving on the straight line, then it is called a rectilinear motion. For example, a car is moving. A car is moving on the straight road. This is an example for rectilinear. The meaning of curvilinear is when a particle moves in a curved path, then it is called curvilinear motion. Suppose this is a curve, a car which is traveling, which is plying on the road in a curved load. This is curvilinear motion. Then meaning of projectile, when a particle is thrown or projected at an angle with the initial velocity, moves under the effect of gravity and traces a parabola on the vertical plane placed parallel to its path. The example of projectile is bomb is released from a fighter jet, and a bomb is released from a cannon. So those are the examples of projectile, right? So these are the three motions which I am going to explain in detail under kinematics. And let me just tell you about kinetics. Kinetics is nothing but the study of motion of the body with considering forces. Majorly, there are four methods by solving the problems of kinematics. First one is force method. Under force method, that is D'Alembert's principle. D'Alembert Alembert's principle. The second one is work energy method. The principle what we use to solve the problem is work energy principle. The third one is impulse momentum. Impulse momentum is the principle which I use to solve the problem of kinematics is impulse and momentum principle. The last one is impact of elastic bodies. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The four methods are used to solve the problems of kinetics. So force method, D'Alembert's. D'Alembert's is an application of Newton's second law. Right. So it says that when the D'Alembert's principle says the system of forces acting on a body in motion is dynamic equilibrium with the inertia force of the body. What do you mean inertia? Inertia is nothing but the resistance. Right? I'll explain in detail when I take the topic of force method. Then work energy method. Work energy principle is nothing but the work energy principle is useful for solving the solving the problem where forces, displacement and velocities are involved, where we use work energy principle. And impulse momentum. The principle of impulse and momentum is useful to solve the problems involving force, velocity and time. As far as work energy is concerned, force, displacement, velocity are involved, whereas in impulse momentum, force, velocity and time. Impact. What do you mean by impact? Impact is nothing but two bodies collide each other in a short interval. That is the impact of impact. So under impact of elastic body, there are two: direct impact and oblique. Direct impact or oblique impact. Direct is, suppose a ball which is directly colliding each other is direct impact. That means the force is applied in this manner and it is going in this manner. Oblique is nothing but when a force is applied in this manner and the ball is also going in this manner, right? This is oblique impact. Rectilinear, I'll explain in detail about rectilinear motion. So the characters of kinematics is first velocity, displacement, acceleration, speed, right? What do you mean by displacement? Displacement is nothing but change of position of the body in a specified direction is displacement. First one is displacement. Change of position of a body in a specified direction. Suppose the body is kept here, body is kept on a horizontal plane, it moves in this direction towards positive x direction, and this is displacement. The characteristics of kinematics, next character is velocity. velocity is nothing but is defined as the rate of change of displacement of a body. Right. Usually it's been mentioned as distance travel at a particular distance. Assume this is the displacement. A particle is moved at a distance to the time taken to travel from this position to this position, how much time it has taken. That is nothing but the velocity. Then acceleration. Acceleration is defined as the rate of change of velocity of a body. That is, change of velocity to the time taken is acceleration. Right. So let me write down few formulas which need to be remembered, which need to be memorized to solve a problem from the rectilinear motion. Basically, there are three motion: horizontal motion, vertical downward motion, and vertical upward motion. First formula for horizontal is V equal to U plus AT. V is nothing but the final velocity, U is initial velocity, A is acceleration, T is time taken. S is equal to, S is nothing but the displacement. S is equal to UT, initial velocity, time taken, plus of AT square. A is acceleration. The third formula is V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. These formulas are used when the object moves in a horizontal manner. Fine. Vertical, when a particle or body moves in a vertical direction but downward. That means the particle is moving this way, the particle is moving here, the vertically upward. V equal to U plus GT. For horizontal, it says acceleration, whereas vertical downwards, this G. G is nothing but acceleration due to gravity. That's the only difference. And the second formula, instead of displacement, here we talk about the height. So H is equal to UT plus of GT square. In place of A, replace with G, and in place of S, you replace with H. And V square equal to U square plus 2. In place of A, you'll have to put G, and in place of S, H. Easy to memorize. Right. So this is due to gravity, right? Next, the formula is V is equal to U minus GT. Why minus sign? Because the object is moving against the gravity, therefore the minus sign. Similarly, for this formula, UT minus of GT square. Similarly, for the third formula, V square is equal to U square minus 2GH. So these formula need to be studied and you have to mug up This will help these formulas being used to solve a problem from rectilinear motion. In the next session, I'll solve a problem by using these formulas. Thank you.